In the late 1960s, General Motors was the sleeping giant of Detroit. But the world was shifting. Fuel-efficient imports like the Volkswagen Beetle and the Ford Pinto were starting to steal their customers. GM needed a response, and they thought they had a masterstroke, the Chevrolet Vega. Named after the brightest star in the constellation Lyra, it was marketed as a bright star for the masses. GM promised a world beater that would weigh less than a ton and cost less than a Beetle. To achieve this, they planned to use a high-tech aluminum engine. But behind the marketing, the Vega was a disaster before it even hit the road. Ed Cole, GM's executive vice president, pushed his own mini-car project, codenamed XP887, onto the Chevrolet division. He completely cut Pontiac out of the development process. The rush was so extreme that when the car was announced in 1968, it only existed on paper. When the first prototype finally reached the Milford Proving Ground, the results were shocking. It lasted only 8 miles before the front end literally separated from the rest of the car. To meet a brutal 2-year deadline, engineers used a line management technique. They split 50 engineers into groups focused on the chassis, the powertrain, and something called usability. Engineers used computers to monitor quality on the assembly line. They even automated 80% of the body welds and added a 6-stage rust-proofing process. On paper, it looked like the most advanced small car in the world. In reality, the engineering was a series of dangerous gambles. They wanted an all-aluminum die-cast engine block to save weight, but aluminum is soft. To avoid the cost of iron cylinder sleeves, they used iron-coated aluminum pistons. This created a 2.3L inline 4-cylinder engine that was tall and top-heavy. It was actually more expensive to build than the iron block version they had first designed. Performance was sluggish. It took 16.8 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour with a top speed of only 85 miles per hour. GM did find one way to save money: shipping. They created the Vertipack, a specialized rail car that carried 30 Vegas packed nose down. To make this work, they had to add baffles to the oil pan and angle the windshield washer fluid bottle. It cut shipping costs by 40%. But this logistical genius couldn't hide the mechanical rot. Production began in 1970 at plants in Lordstown, Ohio, Southgate, California, and Quebec, Canada. At first, the Vega was a hit, and Motor Trend named it the 1971 Car of the Year. But in 1972, the General Motors Assembly Division took over the Lordstown plant. To save money, they fired 700 employees and scrapped the computerized quality control systems. The bright star dimmed fast. The Vega became the ultimate lemon, known as a rust bucket prone to gas tank fires and melting engines. In 1972, Chevrolet recalled 500,000 cars because rear axle shafts were separating. This caused wheels to fall off while driving on the highway. Despite being sold as a premium model, its base price of $2,091 was higher than both the Beetle and the Pinto. In 1975, GM tried a last-ditch effort called the Cosworth Vega. This limited edition version used a 2.0L engine developed by Cosworth Engineering. These engines were hand-assembled in a clean room in New York. The car came only in black with gold bodyside striping, featuring electronic fuel injection and forged aluminum pistons with a base price of $6,600. It was a technical marvel, but it was far too expensive and grew heavier due to the addition of 5 miles per hour bumpers. GM ended up scrapping 1,000 engines after selling only a few thousand units. The Vega is a lesson in corporate hubris. GM tried to swat away imports with a rushed high-tech gamble, but they created one of the most notorious failures in American history. It was designed to be a star, but it became a black eye. It is the perfect example of a car everyone owned, but almost none survived.